What's up, guys? Back with my ML63, and today I'm going to be changing out my Serpentine belt. It's basically the same on all 156 motors. Some cars may be more difficult than others because of how easy it is to access the belt. Now I'm kind of cheating right now as I have the entire, cooling and all that stuff is out of the car. I was doing some service on it earlier, and I figured, you know what, the belt's not very expensive, might as well just change it out while I'm here. Essentially all we need is a 17mm socket on a ratchet of some sort like what we got over here. What we're going to do over here is stick it on that 17mm hex right there, which is a part of this pulley, and by twisting it, I believe, counterclockwise, is that correct? Yeah, counterclockwise, we will be releasing the tension of the belt. And now to keep the belt in that less tension sort of area, we can stick a screwdriver or something small like that inside that hole right there once it is up there. So basically this little end piece right here on the pulley will get caught on the screwdriver up there. So pretty easy to do. Alright, so as you can see, my screwdriver jammed in there. I've got the entire thing basically loose. It can come right off. Now, if you do have, all your shrouds in place and radiator, condenser and all that, an Allen key may be better. Just be careful. You don't want to use something too skinny because if there's enough tension in this system, it will bend it. So the screwdriver's under quite a lot of tension right now, but if you have a small piece of metal or something like that to put in there, it'll work just fine. When replacing belts, one thing I like to do is kind of draw a quick little diagram, a little rudimentary thing about what pulleys go where and how the belt is kind of routed. To take the belt actually off, it's pretty simple. It's just as simple as kind of pulling the belt off of all your stuff over here. You might see some water because I just steam cleaned this engine bay. These 156 motors are prone to, if the belt ever snaps because of age, they'll actually destroy, I believe, the coolant pump or something like that, the water pump. So it's very important to replace those pretty proactively. Alright, so I've got my new belt on. The tension is still off the belt, as you can see by the screwdriver still there. You really want to make sure that, with this motor it's pretty simple, but if you don't have this much visibility and this much access, it might be a little bit more difficult. You really want to make sure that the grooves really fit on the pulleys with the grooves on them as well. So I have mine over here, it's doing really well. This one in the 156, this one has grooves on it, which is also doing pretty well. So is this one. And then for those that don't have the grooves, you just want to make sure they're kind of just in place properly, which they all appear to be. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the ratchet back on there, twist it again, and pull the screwdriver out. We can put tension back on the belt. And there we have it. The tension's back on the belt. Everything feels taut and in place properly and all that. So hopefully this helped you guys out. At this point, you'd ideally want to go and start the car, make sure there's no squeaking or anything going on like that. Make sure everything's working properly. However, as you can see, my car is clear now on the state right now to be started. So I'll be doing that later, but that's essentially it. I know it's quite a lot easier when you have this much access and open visibility to all that kind of stuff, but maybe it'll give you kind of better view of what's going on if you're doing it without all this visible access. So, make your diagram. Yours should look like mine, but could be different, so you want to make sure. But other than that, hope this helped you out.